I get this question all the time. Which business should I start? I want to make money online, but I have such a time-consuming job. Well, the life-changing answer is that you shouldn't start a business. See, through the process of walking into a sales job and starting college with no kind of money, and then working my way up to having a fully monetized business and a digital product business, I've learned a lot of lessons. And one of the most important ones is that you should not start a business if you don't have any skill sets. I'm that kid on YouTube who was always trying to figure out what the next big side hustle was. I would literally be turning on Joshua Mayo post Noti so I could be the first one to try his new video ideas. I was just trying to figure out, how can I make money online? I just never wanted to be in that 9-to-5 world. It's such a scam. You go to school and get a ton of debt. I mean, truthfully, it's just a system that they keep you in to work for them forever. So what's the quickest way out? How do I get back my time? How do I get back my freedom? Well, in order to do that, I knew I'd have to make a lot of sacrifice, work really hard, and figure out how to break free. So ultimately it was start a business. But like, what is a business? A business is you being able to take your skill sets, keyword skill sets, provide value to the marketplace, and then serve out a product. But in order to do that, you need to know a few things before starting a business. Who do I have to become? Who do I need to be, and what skill sets do I need to have? The first business I ever started was this car washing business. I went all around the town knocking on the neighbors' doors with my homies, just pitching them an idea and washing the cars. Now, we made a couple of good sales and it covered for supplies, but we had one problem. That was way too much effort and all that heat. Hell no. Anyway, so I saved up all the money I had from that and went to e-commerce. Yep, drop shipping. It's like every entrepreneur's first time. It's like a Canon event. My first month I did like $11. Second month I did a smooth 15. And the third month, 9. Yeah, I think I ended up with like $5. But then the business crashed down and I was back to square one anyways. At this point, I was going into my second year of college. And I saw this video about solopreneurs on YouTube from Stefanovic. I'm sure you've heard of him before. But I was like, all right, I'm going to start this affiliate marketing and just print off of it. Like, I'm going to be the next Alex Hormozy of affiliate marketing. Let's go. It's so dumb now that I actually think about it. I started posting these TikToks linked to products on ClickBank. And to free my time up, I tried to hire a dude from Upwork to do it for me. Like, I was talking to dudes in India for 3 to 4 hours a day, doing legit anything to try and get this business to work. I was putting all these pieces together. And then I came up with this make-believe budget that I needed at least $5,000 to start paying for ads. So from there, I hit up everyone I knew who had nice cars or a booming online business. And I was just trying to find someone to pitch this affiliate business idea to. And one of the responses I ended up getting fundamentally changed my life forever. I remember finishing my lift at Lifetime where all the wealthy laugh guys work out at, and I ended up running into one of my old high school friends. He has his own business now, but he cuts hair on the sides for networking connections. And right when he was talking to me about connections, this swole ass, stiff, mysterious figure walked into the gym. I'm over here like, what is that? So my friend waves him over and he introduces me to this entrepreneur guy, and at this point I'm sweating bricks. I'm like super nervous because I know that this is my opportunity to pitch my idea to an entrepreneur. But he hella intimidating. I'm talking like blood vessels showing through his forehead. He's not blinking at all, like he's locked in. I felt like I was speaking to a concrete wall. So at this point he's staring into my soul. I'm trying to explain my business to him and I'm slight stuttering. I'm losing the eye contact and I'm just trying to figure out if he actually messed with the idea at all because he's showing no emotion. He's not moving. And I finished my pitch and I kind of just sat back down and I looked at him and I was like, so what do you think about the idea? And I kid you not, I remember this so vividly. He looked at me and said, Phil, I have a lot of effing money. I just wired this random guy $100K today, but I wouldn't even give you a dime for this. And I was just like I froze. I just didn't even know what to say. My dreams were crushed. Everything was going downhill and completely opposite of the way that I planned it in my head. The whole escaping the matrix plan and breaking free to become a millionaire, yeah, that was all out the window. Literally was not gonna happen. At least not like this. I was just sitting there like not knowing what to say, but he looks at me and he goes, why do you think you can do this? Like I had this belief in my head, but I didn't really have any sensible logic behind it. But I'm like, shit, Jordan Welch did it, like I could do it too. But then he goes, do you know how to sell? And I'm like, I don't know, like what do you think? Like how we feeling right now? And he was like, hell no, you didn't sell me. But then he goes on and he's like, so what skill sets do you have to get this business started? I said, well, I washed a couple cars and I sold $20 in e-commerce. But at this time, I was really just a master of jack shit. And that's where the epiphany happened. It's like I don't have any skill sets to build a business. So I just gave up on the online business idea as a whole. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just get a job, go to school, and suffer. But a few days later, I got a text from Concrete Wall, and he was like, yo, let's go lift at Lifetime. In mid-work, I was like, you know what? F it. I'm gonna start a real estate business. Now at this point, I'm using all the money I have in my account for cold calls, purchasing courses that I couldn't afford for absurd prices. And because of that, I had to do all these split payments. And as I began to run that business, I realized real fast that I still had no skill sets. A couple months go by, and at this point, I'm just losing a couple $100 a month. Like, this was a very low point for me. I was super upset with my direction in life, and I was just sitting at the same place that I had been sitting for the last year and a half. I kept trying all these new businesses, and they just kept failing, and I had no clue where to go from there. I was lost. Some of those days, I'd just be looking at the wall like, damn, I'm cooked. But then one day I got this phone call, and it was a sales call. I was in the same room with my friend, so I didn't want to take the call, but I took it, and 5 to 10 minutes later, I got off the phone, and he was like, wow, you suck at sales. That struck through my chest like a dagger. I'm talking. That was some tough love, which I appreciate, but like, damn. So I asked him, how do I get better at sales? And he told me the words I just never thought to think of. Sell a digital product. I'm like, how do you do that? He opened up a couple of tabs on his computer and introduced me to the world of digital products. He said, it's a sink or swim environment. If you're not going to put the work in, then forget about it. So I ended up going through the process of creating products to sell. Drop after drop, product after product. I'm seeing no results, no sales. So you would think volume negates luck. When you start something, the more you do, the better you'll get in a shorter amount of time. And at first, you're gonna suck. I started working sales at a jewelry store and keeping digital products in the back of my mind. So I shut down every other business that I had, RIP Outrade Beauty. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna focus on this. I'm gonna make this work. Months later, I got my first check from work and saw how much the government takes, and I was like, hell no. But then I got my first sale from digital products. I wanted to know how I could see these more often. I was freaking out when I saw it in the car. I was screaming. I was holding up my Shedeur Sanders Rolex. I was addicted to waking up to that beautiful purple stripe notification popping up on my screen. I started making money online all because I focused on one skill. And now I'm making passive income and running an online business. It's truly not about what business you should start, but about what skill set should you learn. YouTube monetization, media, trading. If I can start stacking those skill sets by still getting paid by the first skill set that I stacked, wow, that was a bar, then I've learned a skill set that's gonna treat me well for the rest of my life. And maybe my perspective will change one day. But hey, the more skill sets that you master, it's not like it's gonna make you poor. So that's exactly how you can make money online while working a job. But there's something that I didn't tell you at the start of this video. Everything that I told you is completely useless if you don't know how to use it to make money for your online business. So click on this video if you want to learn not only how to make, but to sell digital products in hours.